Alright guys, I'm confused today, but it's the good kind of confusion. It's not the bad kind of confusion. Alright, so you'll take notice one of my lenses on the 986 for the turn signals is broken and cracked and totally missing. The other one is there. There's 4 on this tractor and I have one that was completely gone. So what I did was I'd called my dealer to see what a lens cost for these tractors, the Case IH dealer, and they quoted me about $35 a piece, which is a lot of money for a piece of plastic. So I said, well, let me hold off and look around. So I held off and went online and I found a lens, the same exact lens, for $17 roughly, and I figured, all right, it's an aftermarket lens, no big deal. I put in an order. I think I need 2 of them. There's one there and then there's one cracked on the front that should get replaced. So I figured it'd be an aftermarket lens, it'd probably be a different color, all that kind of stuff. So I'll show you what came. And you'll probably take notice that these lens covers are pretty popular on these tractors, because even when Case had them, these were the same style on this 685 roll bar canopy. There's 4 of them. And these are in pretty nice shape and they're not faded or anything and they're not cracked. So we're good to go with the 685 here. I didn't need any. It was mostly just that one on the 986. And these here are the lenses that came that I ordered for $17 some a piece, plus or minus some change. And you know what surprised me, why I'm confused today, and why I'm just kind of wondering? These here are C&H Industrial OEM parts right from Case IH. My dealer wanted $35 a piece for one of these just about, and this aftermarket, I guess it's an aftermarket parts company. Here's the part number if anybody needs them. But, oh, what was the name of the company? I have to even look, I don't even remember. But they were, the other thing I was amazed was the shipping. These were in Kansas 3 days ago. And even though it came in a priority mailbox, I had just selected the standard shipping. And I ordered them Sunday night and they came today's Wednesday, Thursday. So I just can't believe that these lenses got from Kansas to Pennsylvania so quick. And they're OEM for almost half the price of what my local dealer wanted. So I don't know if they were just leftover, if they were surplus, or if this company is a Case IH dealer. I don't know. I've never heard of them before. If you guys want to check them out, I should look up to see who it was. Hang on a second. Elmer's Repair. And I have never heard of Elmer's Repair. I don't know what is going on with my camera. Hold on. All right, ever since my phone fell off the, fell in that video that I had for the snow removal cleanup, it is not focusing very well at all. And it worries me because it is my phone. So if my phone camera conks out, I don't have a backup plan. So I think it's focused now. All right, so we're gonna put these on. We're gonna see if the old ones are going to come off. I don't know. I didn't even look at it yet. There should be 2 screws that go through these, and then they just thread through. It should be an easy, again, a real easy fix, but it'll make it a little bit better having these lenses on. So let's get to it. All right, so we're up on top of this 986 here, and this is not in good shape at all. This is in pretty rough shape. This metal frame where the lens goes in is pretty rusty. It's even deteriorated over on this side. The paint oversprayed on this black, but I'm gonna still see, and that's even bent. They're both bent. I don't know if this lens is gonna even fit on here the way this is, but we're gonna try. Now, for those of you guys that are wondering about the turn signal or the flasher, it does not work. I just see the bulb here is broke, and as a matter of fact, none of the flashers on this tractor work. That is something I want to do this summer. I want to get the flashers all working on this tractor, but I haven't decided yet how I want to go about doing that. As far as the wiring on this tractor has been added to so many times, and I don't know, it's just not the best wiring system. I don't see a flasher unit underneath the dash or anything like that. So we're gonna have to really start from scratch. So that will be a project I'm gonna try to do this summer, maybe when it warms up, maybe do some wiring. So let me get these 2 screws out and see what we're dealing with here and see if the new lens will even fit. If not, I'd have to get a base here. All right, so nothing was bent. The screws here are actually in pretty good shape. They will work. I can reuse them. You can see how bad this base is. It's corroded. The gasket is out of it. Basically, you can just replace this whole assembly with the base. It's a little bit more expensive, and we still might do that someday. It all depends on what I run into with this 4-way flasher project that I'm going to be trying to accomplish here. But for now, I want to see if the lens will fit this base, and see if these screws will hold it fast, just to keep it sealed up a little bit. It's only getting worse out in the weather, so it's not a bad idea to have that lens on. And if I do decide to change this over to they do make LEDs, a whole LED flasher assembly that you can put on. Now they're expensive. They're almost $50 a piece, so that's $200 just to make work what's here. So I doubt that'll be a route we're going to go right away, but it's still good to have those lenses because I have so many of them. I have 8 of them total on tractors here. So to have even 1 extra or 2 extra is a good deal. So let's get one of those new lenses and see if we can't get it installed. All right, we're back here. Not only is this CNH manufactured OEM part, on the bag it says made in the USA. So I wonder if this is just new old stock maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about the company, but it is pretty darn neat to get an OEM part. It's not something that happens a whole lot around here. So let's see if it fits. And there it is. Surprisingly, it went on all right, even though the way this base is here. And it could just be a ground issue with these flashers. I don't know. I know I need a bulb here. But at least we've got our lens on, and at least no moisture or rain can get in. And I'm happy with it. It is marked top. There is a top. Also, what happens with these is from sitting outside again, being out in the weather, they get hard, they get brittle, and it doesn't take much to crack these. The new one's a little bit softer, it's a little bit more flexible because it hasn't been out in the sun. So pretty safe investment for me, because this tractor is in the shed all the time, except when I'm baling or I have it outside or have to rearrange the shed. It is under roof. So I think that one's cracked. So the 2 back ones will be new ones. So when we do go to do our 4-way flasher project, we should have this all ready to go. So yeah, a lot of guys had said how nice the 986 looked. I don't, it's like the 560. I'm really fussy with things as far as paint and stuff and tin work. I have to say, it does look a lot better from far away. Probably on camera it looks a lot better. Once you're close up to it, you start to see all the little problems and little kind of how it it looks nice because it's kind of just paint spritzed over top of. There's the original paint. Then you have another layer of paint on top of that layer, and this here from sitting out, this whole rain channel here, whatever you want to call it, is pretty deteriorated. It's solid yet, it's not rusted out. It would just take some cleaning up. The fender here has a hole in it. You'd have to do some body work there. Out there's some holes in it. It's the same deal back here. The paint was there's 2 layers on this tractor. You can see the original layer, and then this top layer kind of turned pink, which that'll happen with tractors sitting outside. When I did the painting up front there on the hood and stuff, I had the hoods off, and I was doing some work at the engine at the time, so that's why I figured, well, I have it all off now, I have time, so I cleaned everything up and painted it. And my goal was to get to the back half here and finish the job. But this is the slowest part of the job. You've got all this stuff to tape off. You've got black plastic. You've got lights to go around. You've got fuel tanks. All this stuff has to be taped off. It's a very slow process, and I'm hoping to get to it, but I just don't know when. All right, so let's quit talking here and do the other lens. All right, and I was wrong. It's the front flasher lens that's broke and cracked. So what we're gonna do, hang on, let me get down. All right, so what we're gonna do, this one's broke and it's hanging on. Probably could be epoxied back together if you wanted to be cheap. All right, being that we have one new one and one that's real faded on the back, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the two new ones on the back so that the two on the back are brand new. They're the same color, they're nice and bright. Being that the front one on this side is faded and this one's faded, we're gonna move this one up to the front. So the faded ones will be on the front for the time being, and we'll have two new ones on the back. So yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, so we've got a matching set now on the back. They're both about the same. They're both the same, and now when we go to do the four-way flasher project, at least I have all the lenses where they need to go. And you know, these might actually work. That bulb is broken. This bulb is blown out, and the front one I took off, there's no, or the bulb's in the socket, but it looks like it's blown out. The filament isn't in between the electrodes, or however you want to describe it. But yeah, if I get 4 light bulbs that are half decent, maybe it's just a case of none of the light bulbs are any good. All 4 of them are shot. So I don't think I'd ever get that lucky, but there's a chance. We got lucky with these lenses. So definitely looks a lot better. So we want to clean this one up here, get all the dirt out of it, get all the junk out of it, wipe it down so it's a little bit cleaner, clearer, and we can install this one on the front with the other faded one. Maybe it'll clean up a little bit brighter once all this scum and dirt is off of it. So let's get to it. And one little trick here that I found, I know there's things all over the internet as to how to clean your fogged headlights, how to shine up plastic. I'm going to give you one of my tricks of the trade here that I've done. This is how I cleaned up the tack so I could read the tack and the hours on this tractor. You get yourself some Fast Orange or any type of hand cleaner with the pumice, the gritty stuff that's nasty. You don't like using it to clean your hands, but I don't anyway. But this stuff, if you put it on a rag and you scrub, like do a polish, that pumice does a great job. Along with the cleaning solution to really shine up plastic. I'll show you the finished result here after I do it. So let's see if we can't shine this lens up a little bit. And some people might ask, why don't I just buy 4 new ones and be done with it at that price? You'll have all new ones. That is a very good suggestion, and we still might end up doing that. So I just wanted to cover that quick. If anybody says, why didn't I buy all 4 of them? I'm not sure yet if I want to go with the LED flashers for this. I haven't decided yet. It's fairly expensive, and if I do go with the LED flashers, I'll be taking all these off anyway. So there's no point, and I buy all 4 of them right now. This way, if I do decide to replace these with LEDs, I want to have 2 extra lenses, excuse me, on the shelf. Because like I said, the 685 has 4 of them, and I'm pretty sure the LED flasher lenses are going to be the same. So if we ever crack one or break one from a tree or something, we'll have 2 extras. So for right now, I just got the 2 of them and got them on the back here, and we'll see if I stay with the bulbs, if the wiring isn't all crazy in there. If I do decide to stay with these bulbs, we will get 2 more for the front because they're not quite in the best of shape. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. All right, so it just got dark in here. The sun just went behind the clouds. So anyway, I've got that one polished up and installed, and now all that's left to do, I want to take this old one off because it's pretty dirty, and when they repainted the black up there, it looks like they sprayed a lot of that lens with black. So I want to try to get that last lens off, get it cleaned up and at least the same brightness as that one, and this project should be done. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll have some more stuff going on tomorrow. So this project should be finished, and I'll see how that bulb is. If that bulb is no good, then it's just a case of all 4 bulbs are bad. So I'll put all 4 bulbs in and maybe get the light tester and see if we have power going there, and see if we can't get this thing flashing. So thanks for watching, and like I said, stay tuned.